Hello again, I'm Lynn Bowie.
And I'm Tim Williams. The CDC has just announced new guidelines saying people who are fully vaccinated can gather with other vaccinated people indoors and without masks.
And it says grandparents who are fully vaccinated can visit with children and grandchildren, those at low risk for severe illness from COVID-19. But anyone who is vaccinated should still wear a mask when out in public. So these are the latest coronavirus numbers in Maryland. 716 confirmed cases reported in the last 24 hours. 8 more people have died. However, hospitalizations are down and the positivity rate stayed exactly the same.
We've also now learned President Biden is no longer coming to Baltimore this week.
He was originally going to tour Emergent Biosolutions, where the Johnson & Johnson vaccine is being made. But instead, the president will host an event on Wednesday with the CEOs of Johnson & Johnson and Merck in Washington, D.C.
Now, in a statement to WJZ, Emergent Biosolutions says, quote, "The administration is always welcome to visit our facilities. We applaud the work of the White House Coronavirus Task Force to forge partnerships and expedite the vaccine production process."
Howard County officials held a press conference this morning to discuss COVID-19 vaccine equity. Officials say 60% of county residents who have received their first dose are white. Only 13% are black, 12% are Asian, 3% Hispanic. County Executive Calvin Ball announced the launch of a mobile integrated community health unit to host clinics at faith-based organizations and bring the vaccine to targeted areas for distribution.
Now, as we've reached this pivotal point in the fight against COVID-19, we must redouble our efforts to reach out to our impacted communities and ensure equity.
Immediately following the press conference, Executive Ball received a dose of the Johnson & Johnson vaccine on camera.
New at noon, a Goucher poll shows 64% of Marylanders plan to get vaccinated as soon as they can or have already received at least one dose. However, 15% of Maryland residents say they want to wait to see how the vaccines are working, and 18% say they will only get the shot if it's required or will definitely not get vaccinated at all. The poll also found about a third of Marylanders think the state government is doing an excellent or good job at distribution, while 66% think they are doing fair or poor.
The Enoch Pratt Free Library's doors are back open today. Locations will be limited to 25% capacity, and there are COVID safety precautions in place. People must wear a mask and have to give information for contact tracing. Sidewalk service is still available by request.
The Senate passed President Biden's COVID relief bill over the weekend, and now it heads back to the House. Skylar Henry reports for WJZ from Capitol Hill.
The House has begun debate on the Senate's amended coronavirus economic relief package, with a vote expected tomorrow on the nearly $2 trillion bill.
I have every confidence that the House will pass the bill and that the President will sign the bill, and I'm hopeful we can have a nice signing ceremony sometime this week.
The bill includes $1,400 stimulus checks for many Americans. Other elements include a child tax credit of up to $3,600 per child, as well as a $34 billion expansion of Obamacare subsidies, making more people eligible to buy health coverage and lowering premiums for others.
These people in the Congress today, the House and the Senate on the Democratic side, are out of control liberals.
Not a single Republican in either chamber has voted to support the bill. Some House Democrats don't like that the Senate removed a federal minimum wage hike from the bill. However, they also say the legislation as is desperately needed. The White House is staying on the offensive to sell the bill, issuing a memo warning staffers there's, quote, absolutely no room for complacency.
We're going to succeed moving forward. Look, the American people strongly support what we're doing. That's the key here.
President Biden is visiting a VA medical center this afternoon, where veterans are receiving the COVID-19 vaccine. There's an additional $13.5 billion for VA healthcare services included in the bill. Skylar Henry, CBS News, Capitol Hill.